Whoops. That's usually the first thing I should check. Okay. Hi. Okay. I didn't really say too much. I was just checking to see. At the beginning I said the the stream might be a little bit 1 second delayed because I forgot to post everything, so everything's going great. Okay. And then I needed to check the emails to see that something is going on slightly with my nightmare, so. But there we go. It should be good. Okay. Sorry about that. Surprised you guys didn't pick up on that. That's interesting. You gotta let me know. Sasha, I think? I'm only looking at your profile color. Not even able to read it. Alright. What's scarce? Let me know. No one game. The chat's kind of slow. I don't know. I think now it's autumn right now, or at least for Spain. Spain would be still northern hemisphere. So hi, welcome to this fall. Yeah. So I changed my profile picture, and on the main channel website, on the main channel, what do you call it, dashboard. I changed the little banner at the top as well. So I spent so much long. I spent such a long time on just making those little banners and profile pictures. So yeah, I got an email. I am live. Thanks, YouTube. Okay. Can't tell me my mic was muted. Could have been saying like there's no audio checking. Maybe you should check it. That would have been more useful. All right. Well, here, everybody. It's gonna be okay. Thankfully, I think this will be a little bit less interaction heavy. But definitely I still appreciate your input to a lot of this. Maybe get some, we're gonna do some final designs in some of these, make an actual character out of this, out of these rough scribbles and all of these. Might get maybe 2, but definitely try and get 1 out of here. So for everyone here, would you like to choose maybe one of your favorites, or maybe probably from the top row? So I could just limit it to be one of the more normal looking ones. So there you go. You see me? So go ahead and choose out of these ones. I'll try to hide. Am I going the right way? There you go. So go ahead and choose one of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is weird. Suppose in like what number it is from the left, and then we'll see if we can make it today. That's gonna be the goal today, is trying to make one of these more final and actually make a full color version and correct palettes and everything. So, all right. Otherwise, let's see. Yep. I know Cookie was gonna come in a little bit later as well, so not too worried about that. Because Cookie was usually good at keeping the chats going. Otherwise, yeah, I'm so used to like watching other streams, so it's like this is awkward of how small scale this is. I'm totally okay with it. I'm actually pretty used to it. But it's just when I get used to people interacting at least one person, then it's like I could just based on that and just go from there. You just have like one person who's really good at talking and is being one-on-one basically with them. So if Sasha, if you'd like to choose one of these, would you like to, or I could just choose. I mean, that'd be the fun part of it. Otherwise, yeah, I'll choose one if that's okay. Just get things going. Okay. No problem with that. Jeez. What do I like? We can go by the thumbnail one, because that'd be most iconic, maybe. I just want to do the shark one anyway. So, okay. Let's go ahead. Get things going. Sorry, VODers, that this is really weird. But if you'd like to make it less weird, VODers, you can try and join in. At the Tuesdays and Thursdays at 4 p.m. PST and 7 EST. Otherwise, it'll be a little bit weird. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, so many international people that I don't think language is going to be a good enough factor for a lot of us. Okay, cool. It's not that no one came. I mean, obviously because you're chatting. It's more so that the interaction level with you guys, even if it's just one-on-one. If I say, "Hey, let's do this," and then the two people don't even respond to that, then it gets weird. If I have a million people and no one said anything, it'd still be a packed house, but no one's talking. And then that's where it gets weird. So, I'm more upset that no one's interacting with when I say, choose one. And then, like, the two people who should be here, and especially Sasha, who's taking up the chat, is not able to do that. So, that's where it gets weird. At least that's what's more upsetting to me at this point. Let's see. Creds 2? I don't think I've seen the first one. Let me go save this so I have to do my file explorer. Hang on. 20s. So this will be Shark Cat. Young Philly. Okay, cool. I'll get on with it. I'll be okay. It's just, yeah, what I've been saying. Let's see. So I made this modified version from, at least from this version. You can tell by the shadow is more opaque here. So based on that, this one's got more of a translucent or more blurry version of the shadows, which is more consistent with the way that I made already with the other characters. I think it kind of like blends in more with everything else. It's more realistic shadow actually. Let's see. This is my base, so I have to make sure that everything's good before I really get into it, such as this. Let's get into here and say there are alternate versions that I copy and pasted it really quick, so I have to make sure that all these somewhat work. There you go. So basically what I did here was I just made different frames of the leg. So in case I need to animate it and have her like put her leg up, instead of having to have two different parts of literally her upper and lower arm, I don't know. Basically it'll bend at the elbow, so instead of having two different parts, I just change it to be different pictures that are just happen to be at the different angles. So it makes it much easier to manage. Let's see if I can get it back to 0%. Clear. Wing opens. I have a wing flap, which is this. And then that animates a little bit different. But I don't think they'll be moving too much. I don't think they'll be flying too often. Otherwise, I can just make sure it'll be on a 1-1 basis instead to make sure that this works. Okay. Over here, I have all my ducks in a line for this as well. So I kind of hastily chose like a really I chose like a V1 version of this base, and then now I'm trying to get it back up to like version 2 version. To make sure everything's good. As well, if we chose the male one at the beginning, I would have had to sacrifice this giant mouth and figured that out. So thankfully, don't have to worry about that. But okay. I just gotta make sure everything's good before I just blindly paste everything in. Okay, link's good. Okay, just make sure. I think we're good. The other thing would be the walks, but the walks don't really matter at this point. As again, I can always just do it on a 1-1 basis. If I need a character to walk, I'll have to animate it anyway. I have walks in here, which has a whole many different things of walks, so it gets really messy. But yeah. Okay. Hello. It's out of there. Hi. Thank you, Cookie. Hopefully you'll save the stream, because that was a really bad first 5 minutes, at least for wanting to have, I wanted people to choose one of the, ones to, make a full version, make a full color version, and, I don't think I've seen anything in chat of saying, choose that one, so it was really weird of not knowing what to do, because that was the whole point, was to have someone choose one of them, so I just chose one. And now we're trying to see if the bass here works before I plug it in, but I think it'll be good. It's all okay. Yeah. Hopefully I did okay, guys. With my backup plans and everything. So, okay. Let's see. I chose one. I'm gonna choose the one with the char cat. If I finish this one really quick somehow, we'll have to choose another one, so maybe after that. That'd be fun to choose afterward. I guess like choosing things at the beginning is hard for people. I don't know. I never understand it. Just like, it seems like, just do it. At least to me. You know, it doesn't seem like a hard thing to do. It seems like I'm bashing you guys, but it's just like, I just don't understand sometimes. So I get upset. It's just like, wait, but you're not doing what I said. Especially because like I'm the only voice at this point now that's saying anything. So that's why I get really confused. Okay, just gotta line it up fairly well. Doesn't matter if it needs to be perfect, because I can individually choose all these. Just make sure that these are good. And people don't have opinion, that's fine, but just like, I don't know. This seems weird to like not have any suggestions. I don't know. Yeah, children, let's see what I have. Here's how I started speaking in chambers in the first place, because no one else was. Thank you. Yeah, you definitely carry a lot as a streams, Cookie. So, when Star Cookie isn't here, it's like it gets really awkward. So, yeah. Yeah, that way to go. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. What's the wrong idea? Or what's the right idea at this point? I don't know. Anyway, I got this, so I'll just go ahead with making this. Alright. Let's see. I'm so used to like watching other streamers that are trying to pick out from like different comments to like say which one they'll actually talk or respond to. I watched a couple. I don't even know what they were. Yeah, to come here, it's like, hey, can I do that too? And it's like, maybe. So, like, you know, I started to expect that, so don't get confident. Let's see, okay. It was just a weird first impression, especially at the first minute. I'm sorry that I had the my mic was muted, and that wasn't called out either, so I had to figure it out by myself as well. So, calling you guys out, but man, it's just been weird bit that I need to get over, because I have nothing else to really talk about as well. So, how you guys doing? Did I get 3D ulcers? No. Great conversation. Alright. Let's see. I've watched a couple videos on it. It's just, I don't know. I have the game, so it seems weird to, buy it again, you know? Especially with weirder controls and less stability and bugs that are fixed or not fixed. That it's kind of hodgepodge of whether it's good or not. With a lot of decisions for a lot of it that I've seen, it's been really weird. Of what they're adding and taking away from 3D ulcers. I want to see Galaxy in HD, because I don't have MeWe nearby. Okay. I mean, yeah. If it's for people who, yeah, I mean, each game it was like Galaxy like 2007, so that's like over nearly 20 years ago. It's like 10 years old. So I don't blame you for not having it. Yeah, I'm not really interested in like 13 years. I'm not really interested in like replaying it. It's weird. It's like I played it for so long ago. It's like it's not, those ones in particular aren't like I want to play again. Because some of those are like not fun, like Sunshine. Sunshine's courses, like especially the harder ones, are just not fun. Especially with like expecting it to be a different control scheme on everything. I just don't see myself sitting down and playing it. I don't know. Yeah. Sunshine's weird. I know people like were saying that all the controls, like the 64's camera, they inverted it, which means that it's actually not inverted controls. If that makes sense. That when you press, I think, right on the new version, then the camera will rotate right in a way, which would make it not inverted, I would guess. So people are upset about that. But yeah, definitely the HD is just based on it being able to be displayed on a better monitor. I mean, it's just like if you can. Does it actually work? No. You would need. How does that even technology work? I'm trying to think of. If you have it in 64 and then you plug it into an HD monitor, does it output HD? Or am I just stupid? I thought that works. How does that actually work? Like, because is it coded into the game to be 480 or 360? Now I'm asking the real questions here. I'm gonna make it a horse, earth pony. That'll be easy. Let's get rid of that. Oh boy. Yeah, I opened upscale and field data textures. Yeah. Says PC port. Yeah, the PC port, like the guy who's making the silicon graphics mod. That looks really cool. I don't know if I would play that either. I don't know. Last time I played it, was like on the Wii, for 64. I never had a 64 growing up, so I gotta figure out what I want for this. Let's just go for it. Okay. So I'm gonna just have the head, and then just kind of delete it. There we go, and then just add hair. What do I want to do? Let's get this. Tell I'm really set up for all this. Oops, okay. Hang on. I'll get to you. That's good. Get it to be about the same thickness. That's pretty good. Yeah. Not that I didn't like him, for like the trilogy. It's just not something that I want to replay again. They're definitely masterpieces and everything, but I just don't really see it as like, wow, it's a masterpiece I can play again. I can't wait to do it all over again. Yeah, everything as well. It's just like, it's museum piece, belongs in a museum, with those games, but gameplay wise, I don't know. I just remember like being a kid and just being really stupid with the controls and not understanding anything. I was just like, I don't know. Or I'll just play it a particular way that I like to, and then not really do it the intended way or anything like that. And that won't be fun either. Oh no. Not trying to sound elitist of like, oh, you bought it, haha. I don't feel like I need to, or whatever. Just like I just personally just don't feel like I want to play it again. It's not like I never really beat 64 either. I just kind of got bored. It's like, it's just too much. I didn't want to play more of it. Yeah. Not that it's collecting, it's just like the platforming or whatever parts of it, like the different stages. Like that stuff. Especially the sunshine levels. I guess most of those harder ones are like optional. But some of them aren't. Like the, remember having a hard time with the sunshine, the Peanut Park, what was it? Roller coaster with Bowser, Mecha Bowser? Remember not getting good at that. I was still at an age where it's like, I didn't want to like play it myself, or like anytime there was like a hard part, I would just give it to my dad. So, never really wanna. I never really have good memories of a lot of them. Just like it's just kind of exists and just kind of like, if I don't have my dad to play it, it's just like I don't want to do it again, or else I'll have to do it and then feel bad when I still mess up. Yeah, I think as well. Yeah. Get this hair going. Alright, good. Oh boy. Was this bad parts mandatory? I don't really like as much other than nostalgia. Yeah. My nostalgia, my most powerful nostalgia would be Mario World and Double Dash. Those are like my first games, really. So there's a big leap between those two. So unless those somehow get ported in another 10 years, I don't know if I'll be interested in these other ones too much. I guess I'm more of a casual, which is like I'm not gonna be, even like with competitive games like Splatoon, I don't feel like I'm really contributing too much. Like even like Team Fortress 2, I was like, I just want to be the engineer and just build the robots and then not really do anything. Be like a support class, I guess, and just kind of sit back and say, am I helping? And then get bored with that and then leave after like 3 matches. So, I consider myself as, a gamer. Like, I just know more of the, like the did you know facts, stuff, or just want to know stuff about it rather than really playing it. I don't know. Like it's more fun to like know about did you know there was a Goomba underneath Peanut Park in this one particular stage, and if you angle it right, like all that development stuff is like, oh, that's cooler than having to play it. Yeah, I think as well. I don't know if that's weird. I think it's like streams got popular just because I just don't want to play games anymore. I just want to watch Let's Plays and stuff and have them have fun, rather than me doing it. Oh boy. I just feel like I don't have time, or like anytime I want to play video games, it's like, well, I could be doing stuff like this, and it's like, I'm wasting my time. Feels weird. Yeah. Interesting to talk about the rather than play. It's so weird. Okay. I think we're time for Shark Cat. Let's do Shark Cat. Okay, this should be interesting. What color should we make this Shark Cat? I might have to make its own symbol so I can do multi-layered on it. That might be easier. I'm so used to Toon Boom now that this line tool is blah. Yeah. Yeah. I like games, but it's just like it feels weird to like waste time playing games. Ugh. Oh, is that like being when adults like? It's like, son, stop playing your video games. You should be working, even though you should be also having, shouldn't be a doozer all day. You gotta be a Fraggle. You know about that. The Fraggle Rock, and like the intro, like I think the opening song was catch cares away, worries for another day, and then like the doozers would be like, work is now time plays for another time. So as a kid you're a Fraggle, and then you grow up and it's like, oh nope, I'm a doozer. It's like, yeah. How does it actually go? I don't remember. I think it's just like reverse of whatever the Fraggles sing. No one expects a Fraggle Rock reference. That was really fun. I think I was too young. I never really watched it live or whenever it was premiering. So I had to watch it on like other media or like other like DVDs and stuff, then watching it live. It was really weird. But like really cool weird. Okay. Let's make these a little bigger. Alrighty. Cool. Let's see. This is a little bit easier to understand. As I can see. And then see. Okay. So these are about to be dinner. Bop. Let me just go back. Maybe just delete them and then. Let's see here. That's interesting. Didn't even know you were here. Hello, Snips. Ah. Thank you. How you doing? Let's see. Thank you for the, what's ARS? I don't know what, currency that is. Where are you from? What country? Ah. There you go. I won't really say about how YouTube's kind of scummy with how they do these kind of donations, but I totally appreciate it. Thank you. But, yeah. Can someone convert it? Oh, there it is. Convert it to USD, please. Even Snips, can you convert it? Someone. Otherwise, I'm too busy here drawing a shark hat. Ah! It's like other lines in here. It's freaking me out. Well, is it on a different layer? Boop, boop, boop. No, that's right. Let's see. Okay. 12 cents? Is it really? Let me check. I believe you, but let me see myself. Oh yeah, it's 1,000% of its dollar. Argentinian peso. What was it, 9? Yep. Okay. Just had to see it for myself. Okay. Thank you. Alright. Glad you didn't break the bank on it. Thank you. Alright. Would hate to see that, you know. How people get poor by doing too many donations. I don't know. Okay. What do I want to do? I want to... Tell me what I want to do. Okay. I want to color it. What color should we do it? For the whole body of the shark. I was thinking like yellow or pink. What do we think? Blue, orange. I'll color the rest in. So let's see. Maybe it could be purple eyes, or it could be dark. Maybe some purple. Depends on what the rest of the pony is colored. Okay, that's true. Okay. We'll have this scary shark until then. I'll just color it for now, and then we can recolor it later. Because recoloring is pretty easy. If I know how to color. There you go. Okay. And then here. This will be something like... Oop. Oh. Boop. There you go. Maybe reddish. There you go. Try making comment in the other colors. That's true. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. Line's still weird. Bop. What even happened here? Ah. Okay. Ah, got it. There you go. Okay, and then, let's get these. Let's get this. Nope. And this. See if I only expect to do like maybe at most 2 characters today. It's because stuff like this will happen. We're just like, it takes forever to make these. Okay. And then somewhere in here. Somewhere in here. Okay. And then we're gonna need a whole lot of time just to make sure this works. Bop! There you go. How would this work? At least we need 2. It's not sharky enough. Probably needs 2 lines. Let's make this 10, make it black, make it triangle. Oop, oop, oh, disappeared. Okay. That works. Wasn't what I was going for at the beginning, so that works. Okay. It's just big triangles. And then, whoop, or not. There you go. Uh-huh, uh-huh. It's like a weird mustache. There you go. Okay. Okay. I just have to wait for you guys, no worries. Okay. Almost there. There you go. Yeah! Nice. Okay. And the rest of it, there you go. Yeah, so right now the hair is orange. Maybe... I don't know. Let's get the rest of it in, maybe. What should the rest of the colors be? Just for right now. Body color. Let's see. Let's see. Hello, cartoon. Excuse me. Hello, cartoons. So we have that pink. Opposite would be yellow. Yellow works. Let's just get yellow for that, and then adjust it. A little lighter. Let's see. Let's see if that works. Whoop. That's bright. Blue, yellow, and pink go well together. Because it's nearly RGB. Is that right? So blue, yellow. So hair needs to be blue. We can do that. That seemed good. Maybe like a violet. So really nearly blue. That's pretty. Alright. I'm seeing it. It's interesting. I think I still got a line back here. Bop. Okay, cool. Let's see. Adjust that. There you go. Here might be too similar. Okay. To shark hats. We need to change the pink to be maybe purple. We got that purple. Maybe more red pink. Maybe just like more Kirby pink or something. Kirby pink and more saturated and more red. Yeah, that works. Try a blue shark. Let's see. Let's find blue. Oh, wrong color. Gotta select that one first. Okay. I mean, it just looks like right now it's very painted color, painted dinosaur Mario Paint style of like just like it's random colors. It's fun. Pink works better. There you go. Let's change this maybe to maybe hair color. I'll give me like this and then just darken it there. Oh, that's cool. Okay. I think the yellow maybe could be more That works pretty good. Maybe I could just make it slightly orange. I like the other way. Can't undo. Whoop. Going all the way. Whoa, okay. We'll go with that for now. Okay. Next is clothes and tail. Let's get the tail in. Okay. Thanks, guys. Okay. Let's see here. Let's get rid of some of these so I can see. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Okay, cool. Okay, tail. Tail is this one. So we'll get rid of that. And then, boop. Let's get it back to 15 thickness line. That's all set. Okay. I know I gave like Toon Boom sass for having so many like X strings you had to like check to see before you before you draw anything. I just got so used to like how just Flash works that it's just like even if it seems extra I just got used to it as a pattern, I guess. I don't know. Let's see. They did share for the Pony Life that it would get another season, I think next year. Like they had a whole toy fair, I think, of something like it's some kind of expo, and it said something like that they'll have like season 2 next year, and then a movie, and then like the season G5, and then like another movie, or at least G5 season 2. So they already thought of like at least 5 years or so more content. So that's good. But of course G5 won't have G4 characters, or at least the same personalities and everything. Because they can still have Applejack as a name only, but then not have exactly the same personality and archetype, I guess. Let's see. Hello there. I'm sorry. Let's see. It could be the same color as this. Boop. Or is it weird? I think it's weird. I'm gonna get rid of it. Let's get rid of this, and then I can do all of this, and then all this, and all of this, and all of this, and then this. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And then, boop. Line magic. Okay. It's gonna be that color. That's simpler. Okay. I was gonna do something weird, but it's just like, this works just fine. Okay. Just want to see it in practice. Okay. Cool. That works. Sure. Let me see it smaller. Yeah. It's almost like a weird ghost with the shark cat. I'm trying to think, how did mine look more? Ah, okay. So the eyes were different. Let's fix that then. So there's actually should be scleras in the eyes. By that I mean there should be smaller bits like that. That should be what it's like. Okay, cool. Let's just make that work. Okay, so what do we got? That's that. Could just make a new duplicate with these guys on the top. Copy, paste, make these purple, make these white, put these down, get this going, and just make these smaller. That's more interesting. much easier for me to just use the keyboard. I'll be okay with that. Okay. Okay. That's why I made it its own symbol. So I can do stuff like that. Because otherwise it'd be way tricky to have multiple layers. Okay. What's more is get sweat off my hands. Ugh. Okay. It's gotta get comfy. Okay, so now we're gonna make the sailor suit that kind of like a big dress. That's short sleeve thing. So, sorry. Okay, cool. Okay, that's pretty fun. Let's go neck. Let's remove it. Maybe do a little this. Hep. Let's see. This needs to be. I kind of drew it, but it's still confusing. So let's see. What do I want? I want it to be big. Actually, let's get rid of that, as it needs to be probably more like this shape. Making it up. Maybe just make a big collar, and then at least this goes down. Maybe it could be smaller. Just give it fit with all this. Is it weird? Does it make sense? Doesn't. It doesn't. That doesn't even fit. Okay, cool. That's a triangle. As I try to desperately figure this out. Maybe we go up. As I figure this out. That might work. How's that? Let's see. If I make more sense once I color it. Let's have it be maybe light blue. Very light blue, and then make it a little bit darker. Okay. It had to be like that. So maybe I can figure that out. Let's see. Can I figure that out? Probably not. Then just deleting everything I had. Starting over. Let's do it again. Let's make it more like that. With two of them. Figuring it out as I go. This is all part of the process. That's not. This isn't. Okay. Cool. That works. Okay. And then, how do you make it? How do you make the sailor tassel? If I know how to spell. Let's see. Okay. Hang on. Oh yeah, okay. It's got a knot there. Okay. It's like a ribbon. Oh, it's one of those. Okay, so we need to make it more circular, and then this becomes a dot there. With hopefully this dot. Thick lines are harder to deal with here. Something like that, and then the other one goes. I should go inward. Can I? Boop. And then connect them. Okay, now learn. This goes and yeah. Yay. Okay. Man, Flash. Love this. As an animation program, it seems that Flash isn't always up to the task of drawing. A lot of the times. It's so weird. Okay. Like, I need extra buttons and extra things to be able to figure out even what I just drew. But now, I should be able to do that. And these could be more pink, maybe? Do we have a pink somewhere? We have this pink. Let's use that one again. There you go. Yeah, that works. And then we'll put the rest of the stuff on. Okay, cool. As in the rest of the dress. Okay. Like me. Okay. half the time it's the artist's fault. Let's see now. What do I want to do? Probably just want to draw on top, make a new layer, get rid of that. And then we can just draw right on top, make this short sleeve. And so the rest of it can be, let's grab that. That should be darker maybe. Maybe this will be the neutral color. And then I'll just make these more blue, more dark. So something like that. Okay. And then we can have a little decoration for fun. And this could be red, or maybe it doesn't work. Okay. Or maybe it can be this color. Can't recolor it because it's a line. There you go. And because you drew it on top, it makes it on top of that. But if I select too many things, it'll crash. So here we go. Get all that, cut it, paste it on top, and see it even broken there. So let's fill it, and then we'll have to manually get to every line, and then it broke that. And then maybe this will work. It's just a guessing game whether all this drawing actually will work. Nope, made it a tween. Just wanted to get to here. There you go. Okay, now I'm on the point basis. It's like I split the atom with the drawings. Now I should be able to do this. There you go. Okay, that wasn't so hard. Ah. Okay, added so many dots in there. Okay, that's cute. Going with it. Let's see. Ah, jeez. Let's look at how to fix that. Okay. Let's just boost that up a little bit. Let's boost that up a little bit more. The only way to do that is to do it like that. That's a little better. Thank you. Okay. Cool. Okay. That's why when I fell down at the lighting of the green screen, didn't realize that, hey, wait a minute. Did you just move out of frame? Well, that means that you're not able to, you know, do it the same way. Thank you. Again. Who is it? Snips. Thank you. So now I got 24 cents. Thank you. It's okay. He's having a weird day today. Everything else is really going alright in the morning. So, it's mostly just what's been going on right now. Okay. So let's go in here, and then I'll just go down here. Maybe it could be shorter. Maybe higher. Maybe it'd be like a sock. So we'll go here. Jeez, okay. It's not gonna like that. So I need to divide it up. Ah, jeez, okay. Let's go here. Boop. Okay. Boop. You know, Snips, if you do that like 5 more times, I might get $1. And that'd be pretty cool. Is that a weird sock? Probably. Oh well. What would make it better? Maybe if it was lower. Maybe you can see somehow like one little line in between. Boop, bop, boop, boop, bop, boop. Get everything again just because that's easier. And then let's get that going. Okay. Sometimes too, when you have like a reversed image, like if I flip this horizontally, and if I do my keyboard shortcuts, let's see if it's weird. So I'm gonna go left, left, left. So yeah, I don't know if you can see that clearly, but because I flipped it, it's really weird. If I do left on my keyboard, it does that. But if I was selecting it on here, it goes right. And I have no... Why would you want that to even happen in the first place? You know, why would it be still in the 2020 version of your software? Let's add some dang stripes to this. Where to go? With the form of it, you have to go like that. Okay. Maybe I'll color it. Or I can write. Yeah. I can't angle it because I don't know. I want to angle the other side, but I can't because it doesn't have a way to do it. Let's go 0.5. 0.1 will work. Go here. Go to outline mode so I can see boop and boop. Get rid of just that dot. I have 2 dots on right now, so that's 1. And where we color it to be the same kind of, maybe that color. That works. And then get rid of it. Just that simple. Okay, so let's see. Whew. What I like to do is with the Paper Mario, Paper Pony style is going to the ear. Now that I got this in a nice place, I can just hopefully just add this nice happy line in here. And then make a highlight, basically by taking the same thing and just making it a little lighter. I should have that line up there and that up there. Some of it makes sense, but some of it sort of doesn't, and that's okay. So this will be, I think I clicked the button. Whoop, there you go. This will be the shadow. I think to just do this. I'm not too worried, as I've done this so many times that if I change it now, it's going to be inconsistent. So even if this seems wrong or something, with the way that I'm doing, the way that it looks, it's going to be worse to change it, I think. Because otherwise it'll be half good and half bad. So I'm going to saturate it a little bit. Because it in on the skull, it exists there, and yay! It's not just adds slight depth. I can't even see it on my monitor, on my capture. Let's see. A little fuzzy, but that's okay. Let's go in here and just kind of tidy this up a little bit. What else would I like? Let's see. There's a little bit here. Oh, that's the sock. Let's go in here. Can't select it with the sub-selection tool. And then I'm going to get these bips. And that bip, please click the blip. Down, 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 down. I think the door's open. Hearing birds outside. That's not even. Now there's 2 points if I move it, and it removes it. Should probably zoom in for this. That. I've done this for 7 years. Okay. But I'm also getting weirdly more memory used to how Toon Boom works. Now all my brain is freaking out. I don't even know how to do this anymore. Oh dear. Okay. So scout. There you go. Maybe. Let's see. Maybe it could be a skirt. Is that too much? Maybe. I could have a little shadow underneath the hat. So the same thing with the skull I just did. Let's find out which one it is. Okay, cool. Boop. And then it's gonna go maybe up to here. And can't do it because it'll overlap the line I already have. I'm just gonna go a little bit there and then say dark and just a little bit And so now, because the line's so thick in that one, I'll have to move this even lower. Please select things. And just a little bit. Okay. So I just add small amount. Okay. I'm seeing that this is clipping in here some way. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Let's go into subselection mode and just see what happened here. Let's move this up to move that at least, and then that might actually work. Nope, needs to be flat. What? To move selection tool with like the bops are way easier. The anchor points, they should magnetize better. Otherwise you get this now. I'm just trying to get rid of these bops, just so I can have less stuff to work with, and it might make it straight. Yay. Okay, and then show everything there, and then yay. Do I want the dress? Nah, it's too much. Okay, because this is gonna be a background pony anyway. It'll be like this big on screen, so the amount of like, you know, wow, this looks bad. Detail in here. Let's find out why. Okay. It looks okay, but whoops, there's a billion dots you didn't see. Oh no. Oh no. And me being too perfection-y on this, oh, this takes forever. Okay. May need to just, it solves all my problems, but this button just expand to fill, and boop, you see how it kind of just took everything and made everything way better. Thank you, expand to fill. Next, we make it an easy to get to button as well, most of the time. Okay, that should be good. Okay, are we happy with this? Because I don't think I have more time, so that's actually about the end of the stream, and I did one, and that's okay, because this was hard to make sure you got it right. So okay, I won't drag on about how the beginning was weird, but yeah, a lot to probably be a me issue, I would think. It's obviously blaming you guys, especially who don't understand what's going on. It'd be harder to blame. For people who don't even understand English for what I wanted, I'm gonna have to make that peace with that. So, okay. So yeah, let's see. So this is one background pony, and we did this one. So we did this one. It's nice to see why it takes a long time to do a lot of this. So I'll need to spend more time, I guess, making more. So I think maybe next time we can do another one. Do the same thing, but just do another background one that we designed. Maybe I could do like one of the more weirder ones. Do like a second row one, and then I don't know, after that we can do a third row one. Something like that, I guess. But yeah. I don't really explain much or anything. I just kind of just, because my mind, I usually just, I think of everything, you know, I've had like 5 days or something to think of this, what I'm gonna do. That's just like I come in and just do it, rather than, hello, this is for the Derpy first movie, and we created these. Yeah, it's just like, it's just so much fluff of just like, choose one of these, and then we'll go from there. And to not have anyone choose one, then it's like, what am I supposed to do then? So that was really weird. So, yeah. So is it's hard to know whose fault it is, or if it's not anyone's fault, and then I'm just supposed to not just roll with it. You know, it's hard for me to say like, well, I asked for something, nothing happened, and then I just chose one. And it just feels weird. So, besides that, this was great. Hope you guys have a good start of the fall. I see one little line. I don't know how I see these, but there's a line in here. How did I see that? Alrighty. Okay. Thanks, agree. Even though you just said blame the lazy mods and then don't blame the lane game. It's almost like it's to blame a few, but totally I'm just joking with that. I'm just more upset because this has happened like 3 times before, and I just never know how to roll with it. It's just like, well, I can just put my foot down and say like, hey, I wanted this to happen, and then just wait, you know. And that's just kind of what I've been doing those other times. So it's just hard for me to get past that, just on my own personal level. It's just like, wait, but I asked for this. It's like I'm the person who's, you know, in charge here fairly a lot, I guess. So yeah. Anyway, I'll try and get over that for next time, and then I'll guess I'm just supposed to. What's the alternative? Getting out of that, then is to just not ask you guys for anything, like, you know, just forget about you guys, turn chat off, and then not care about you, you know. And then it's like, then what? I'll put this in kid mode and then not care about you guys at all, you know. So that's my other option, you know. So I don't know. I'm getting upset because it's just like, what am I supposed to do? You know. Okay. Let's go to coaster time and have some fun with that. I'm getting so heated. I'm sorry. Okay. There's a lot more to do with this. Okay. I need to set this up. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. Let's deactivate. It's hard to read the room, you know, when you're like 1 minute into the room. If I could somehow look at that, like there was 2 people here without a mod, and then just supposed to then guess that, whoops, that means by that virtue to not at all just go forward with it and not had it on from there, like, just I don't know. Okay. Yeah, because now, like Star and Cookie, like, you both carry a lot of this stream, so when you're not here, it's like I'm freaking out, you know, because it's a crapshoot of whether or not the chatters are active or not. So I guess if you guys aren't here, I'll just have to then assume, you know, it's hard to then just assume if there's no mods to just not have expect. I guess it becomes the expectation, I guess, is more what I'm looking for that as well. So and sorry, it's really weird, but yeah, that we could have changed fate if more things happen. So okay. Yeah, oh boy. Yeah. Yeah, I won't villainize you guys. I'm sorry. I just got very, very heated on this. So, because this has been happening like for years, for like sometimes and not others, that it's like it becomes this expectation for me to have that level of interactivity. So when it doesn't happen, it's like, well, okay. uh, yeah. I guess for those people who would have a smaller, I guess it's harder to have a smaller view count than me. That they would just, I don't know. I'll have to watch some streams with less people, but even then they have more active people because there's less people, because then it becomes more of a conversation between them. So that's different than, I guess, than what happens here. Apparently. I don't know. I'm sorry. Anyway, made a horse, and that looks pretty good. There's like a weird jumpsuit at the back. Probably want to change that to be more of a dress or something at the back. Yeah. I look at it, and it's like it feels very rushed, so I'll probably have to spend more time on it. So, I guess next time, I'll choose the next one, and then just turn chat off, because who cares, right? Being so salty, but it's just like it seems like that's what I have to then assume, and then if people do talk, then I'll just go with it from there, I guess. So it's just like I don't want to do that though. That's why I open it with you know, being normal of like let's have that interactivity of like, hey, choose one and then we'll go from there. And then if it's like, wait, you're not choosing, then it's like, what? So, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll get some rest. I feel like I've slightly also changed my sleep schedule, that I'm actually getting more cranky. I'm getting more irritable because I've been forced myself to wake up earlier. I feel like that it's probably not the main factor, but it is definitely a factor that would go into a lot of this. And I've had a problem of when things don't go my way, it's like I get upset, basically. So that's been happening a lot as well. So that's definitely just a personality trait that definitely leads into somewhat of you guys, but definitely not because of you guys in a way as well. It's just because I plan these things for like a lot more time than you would expect, at least just to figure out like what to do for each stream, to at least have a plan. So I usually just like in the start of these not really explain too much, and then just assume because I got this master plan that then when things go different than whatever I had, then it's upsetting. So yeah, I think that'll explain that. Oh boy. I just don't see things exactly failing as well. I'll definitely need to let me put a pin into that as well of having a good version and a bad version for every possible thing that I'm gonna do every day. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, kitty. But hello. You can watch the VOD of this and watch how salty I got. Oh boy. I don't know what to say like that. That's pretty much everything else. I also did like a 4-hour Zoom call with Midnight Bears, so that was really productive. That we were able to. We haven't been talking much with talking one-on-one with the director of that project, so that was nice. And I guess with this, you kind of know what the status of this is that there's a lot more background ponies to make and a lot more animation with them to make as well. So it's probably going to take maybe like, I want to get it done. I set up a tentative thing of getting it done by like the week of 10/10. So it could be like the week of when MLP first premiered. Just be fun with that. So let's see how that goes. I am using actually the Adobe Character Animator app, I guess, application. Yeah. It's a VTuber inspired sort of thing. I'm just kind of going back and forth, moving my chair back and forth, so I kind of move them around. Moves Derpy. I had a lot of different versions of this. I kept like upgrading her to have more features, but I'm thinking about trying to make an actual live 2D version of this. But I guess this actually works just as well. I don't know if it plays off right, but to make it more pseudo 3D, it could work better. But this works for my purposes. I guess pretty good. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I just need to breathe. A lot of this, like, streaming as well, is that I feel like I never really get to breathe really too much. Because I feel like I'm always on the clock, so when things at least go somewhat a little bit off, then it's like, I feel like, oh no, I only have 50 minutes to somehow make a decision now or less, or else something bad will, or it won't be able to finish, or something else bad will happen. So, yeah. That also led into it a little bit too. Am I doing anything for Numpy's 10th? Yeah, I was gonna try and get the chapter 3 done. That's what I was saying. Was to get that episode out. But yeah, also know that there's a lot more work into it, so it probably will be hopefully not too much later, but at least as close as I can. That's why I was gonna make it the 10th, but now I might just open it up to the week of to get it at least somewhere between that. So I have around 20 days or so, but those can go by really fast. So I'm gonna try and get that as my somewhat of that to go with the anniversary. But anything besides that, I don't have anything planned right now to do with that. Because if I do anything more, I feel like I would be wasting time because I wouldn't be working on the movie to get that done. So yeah. You'll be drawing something of you always feel obliged to do something. Yeah. I mean, we're all geeks of this, so might as well just do something. You're always part of the fandom. If you're still there, you can still do stuff, yeah. But yeah. Even if it's not done, it'll still be. Hopefully, we'll be at least 99% done with it. Even if that 1% will take days, kind of a thing. Because I haven't really tested much of the 2D, 3D integrations. To just check. There's one shot in the movie where it's like a 2D foreground that pans the camera over, and I want through the background to be 3D, and then that has to have a camera moving as well. So how do I make sure that the velocity and speed, position, scale of this 2D plane also match all those properties of the 3D shot and make sure that that's looks good? So that's gonna be the most complicated probably shot of that, just because it's a matching shot. The rest of them are that mixed 2D and 3D are gonna be static shots. So that should be at least simpler for that, but it's still going to be picking out the right angles to match both 2D and 3D. So, but anyway, yeah, that's really going to be complicated no matter what. So, but I was able to tackle that train chapter pretty good, because that was the first one that I was playing around with the integrating of 2D and 3D. That I think hopefully you guys weren't able to pick out which shots exactly were 2D and 3D, because some of them I actually did multiple different techniques for that. Like some train shots, like the interior, it had like the 3D model, but then I traced over it and then made Flash version of it. So it was essentially you were seeing the Flash version, the 2D version, but it was traced over a 3D model, and then just made it to look a little bit flatter as well. So a lot of weird integration with that. So having a lot of fun figuring out those kind of weird blendings of stuff. I'm using Blender to do the 3D modeling and setup. It works really well to put the 2D planes in. That works really well. There's also like a what is it? A billboard feature in Blender that you can just have it match the trees in Mario 64 and a lot of billboarding in Mario 64. When you go around a 2D sprite tree, the camera always faces the rotation of it. The rotation matches the camera angle. So that works really well for 2D planes with the characters to make sure that they always face the camera at a perfect angle all the time. So, yeah, I'm really excited to get back to work on that. So I've been working on Minimers for so long. I'm gonna keep working on it with Minimers, but haven't really started actually animating with Minimers. Really, it's been mostly just promo stuff and getting the animatics. That's as far as we got, really. It's just making storyboards and animatics for that. In that call, we had like 4 hours of just discussing like a handful of storyboards and adding more ideas and stuff. So that'll need a couple weeks more of revisions to get that going. And then there's another half of the story we haven't even got to in the meeting. So who knows how long or how much stuff we'll have to change for that as well. But yeah. But director of Midnight Mirrors wants it to be all done, with the pilot to be all done by next summer. So I'll try to explain that that's getting less and less possible as we keep we're not even to the stage of animating yet. So and not knowing exactly how long it'll be either. It's gonna be tricky to say like, hey, it's gonna be a little hard to push us to do it in like less than even like 9 months or something. Yeah. I even suggested it might take like 2 to 3 years, just because like Fall Like Celestia animation took like 2 years. So and that was only 17 minutes. The Midnight Mirrors pilots will probably be 30 to 40 minutes around there. So to have something that's twice as long be done twice as fast, it doesn't seem right to me. So, but hopefully if we get like a whole team of animators, that will help. We had that casting, they're just like application on Requester Daily several months ago. I'm sure some of those people who applied are either moved on to something because it's been several months and we haven't really told them that they were not accepted at that time. So we'll have to either decide on letting them in or yeah. That yeah, I digress. Okay. Anything else from you guys? Or are we good? Let's see. Hi guys. Let me drink some water. I feel like I just make streams like 2 hours long. Just so I could like breathe during it and have more stuff done. But I was also thinking of doing streams on Twitch, so I could do just have fun. I was thinking of doing some longer, boring streams on Twitch, but maybe with this um, revelation today that I probably won't be able to withstand not having that interaction with chat if no one comes in. So, Fluttershy took roughly 3 years to make because we kind of went through it in the post-mortem live stream. I did give you a search Fluttershy, and then you might be able to find the post-mortem stream, which I was in, if you didn't know. We had like a 2-hour stream of just talking about, just chatting with the chat and answering questions. And I got to show the animation shots and stuff and go through them and show the weird oddities that were in all the files. We talked about how it took so long because, at least for the animation of it, was basically, it really did, like, it's hard to blame them, but it's just like, it actually does legitimately just goes to the storyboarders, the storyboarders' hands, which they're so good and talented, and it's bad to rush them, but it went on to the side of is it done yet kind of a thing. That we only had like one storyboarder working at a time, and then if something came up, it would take a little longer to get some boards in and pages and panels. So we let them work at a pace that would have been deemed probably like really, really slow. So yeah. Yeah, you can go watch it and watch the live stream. It's fun. I don't really talk much, but when I talk, it's hopefully insightful. I don't know. Mostly just me showing out the weird parts of the animation, going frame by frame and seeing like, oh look, remember that dumb frame I made? Kind of thing. But yeah. And because the storyboards were so slow, we were able to animate, the animators and I were able to animate it fairly quickly. That we would just kind of run out of things to animate from time to time. So it would be like, well, I finished scene 14. Hey, storyboarder, do you have any panels at all for 15? And it's like, oh, give me a couple more days. And it's like, okay. So in those couple days, they'd be like, I got nothing to animate. So, you know, if you expand that throughout months and years, it's like, it becomes more apparent of like, yeah, if we had more hands on deck of storyboarders, and they were trying to do it chronologically, so parts that would probably be more complex for like composition wise were done at the same, you know, linear timeline of it, that stuff could have been you know, like the first, you know, the most inexperienced parts are like the first part, because that'd be the only things we would have had. It's like scene 1 is the first scene that we made, and the last scene is the last scene we animated. So you can definitely see like as it progresses, it's like it gets a little bit more detailed. By the end, it's like it gets, we're the most comfortable with the animation. So the first half is rough, but I kept going back and trying to redo it just because I'd learned or like new different techniques, and it's like I felt more comfortable with making things more consistent, so I had to go back and redo a bunch of stuff. Small tweaks here and there, like lip sync and some timings and stuff. There's even a part where way back in Fluttershy we had like the original model of Twilight was just her as a unicorn, so we had to I had to redesign it to have her giraffe neck and give her wings. I think it had wings, but I didn't have the giraffe neck. That's right. So I just had to make her taller, which means I had to like reanimate some parts of it to accommodate for her longer neck for everything. For a lot of the shots. Just a handful. But yeah. We redesigned Vesper from the first trailer. So a lot of stuff just had to be go back to make sure that it's been better continuity between all of it. So yeah. 7 years. 7 years. Eloquent Twilight. That throws me off. I know. I feel like, yeah, that she's like a half an eyeball taller than everyone else. It is weird. But now you got Celestia Twilight, which a lot of people have made fan art of before that, so it wasn't quite too big of a surprise or, you know, revolutionary. It's like a new idea, but yeah. If we had like the ending of season 9, I don't know if we might not have had it be in that post future. We probably would have had it still be Alicorn Twilight. I don't know. It'd be up to Josh, obviously, with the story on that to see. And again, we said like sequels to the Fall of Celestia is not on the books. Is that how you say it? It's not on the table as of right now, or even back then when we said it. So a lot of these projects, like even like the other project I worked on, the I Left Possible a lot, a different perspective. That one had a sort of a weird ending that is like, well, you could have, you know, a sequel to that maybe. And so like half the comments on that really half the comments on different perspective were just like, I want a sequel, where is it? I want it now. I know I just spent like a year working on this animation for like 10 minutes, but can you give me a sequel now? That kind of happened with Fall of Celestia too, and it's just like it ends pretty good. Like it has an ominous twist ending, but it doesn't like have, you know, like it doesn't have like an obvious like what's the next scene, I guess. I know with different perspective, it's like, well, that ends halfway through a shot. Basically, it ends with Discord talking to KP. So if you just go back down, then it's like you can continue from there. With Fall of Celestia, with everything that happens, it's like it kind of, I don't know, doesn't quite have more to do or like to say. So I don't know. The post-credit scene of Fall of Celestia, yeah. That took a lot of bit of ingenuity to get that to be a little simpler than the script. The script was a little complicated on the visuals of that. So yeah, if you haven't seen the post-mortem of or even Fall of Celestia, I would recommend to watch Fall of Celestia, and then watch the post-mortem of that. Is that what it's called? I keep saying that, but you can definitely just find it, hopefully, from just searching. Not fully. Oop, not follow the arrows. Ah, jeez, I can't type. And then, let's see. Is it? Oh, it's a debrief. Okay. It's called the Fall of Celestia Debrief. There you are. It's on the FOB Equestria Challenge. Nope, channel. Where I talk with the animators and some voice actors on it, and Josh. So that was back in, when was this? Does it have a date? Can't see it. Maybe because it's small. Anyway, it was a couple months ago. It was like a week or so after the premiere. So hopefully, but yeah, that was really fun. That was a really fun project. I did have fun with that. I guess that's kind of like I would kind of go back to why I like to be in charge. It's just because it's just easier, I guess, to, because if you're in charge, it's like nothing's gonna not go your way. So if I get just too used to that, then it's like, well, then things don't go my way, and then I get upset. So that's just like a fault that I need to figure out. So that's why I'm a one-man band with a lot of this as well. For all my YouTube Greenwater content is like it's literally just me, like 100% of the time. So yeah, collaborating is good, but it's just like it's hard to get past that, you know. That like, yeah, other people have ideas, and it's like, I had an idea, and it's like, I want to do this, and it's like, nope, we're gonna do it this way, and it's like, so, but yeah, I think we're about an hour and a half. Yep. I think my voice is gone, and not much more to say about that. Because I can reminisce about all the other projects I've worked on. But yeah, follow-up essay and debrief and the a different perspective are I would kind of say really good, and it's like, yeah, they are. That I worked on all those, and both of them I seem to be the lead animator. I seem to be the one who begins at the beginning of the project, and then am still there working on it till the very end. So it's like, who's the lead animator on it? It's just like, well, it's the person who was actually just here the whole time. Because with all of them, the KP and Josh one, a lot of animators came in and out. Even like Crown Prince worked on Folly for like a week. So, I think, who was it? We had some pretty good names. I think we had Frostbright in the KP one. So yeah, we had some community names back then, but I never really, you know, was able to actually talk to them for a lot of the time. I think I talked to Crown like a little bit, but I don't think I talked to many of the KP animators. So yeah. Commitment gives me your jobs? Awesome. Because I'm too committed to a lot of this. I want to see it done. I feel like it's kind of like a you know, like back to school. It's like, well, I don't want to. It's that mentality. It's just like, I don't want to have an unfinished homework. It's like, well, you're just gonna fail. You know, if you turn in half of a math quiz, you're gonna get an F because half of the answers are wrong. So, but if you finish your test, it's like you have a better chance of getting a B or a C, or even an A. So, that's a nice metaphor, I guess. So yeah, see everything through. Is really good. Life lesson. Exactly. Yeah. Sometimes I get too carried away, and then you start to mold it into your own vision, and it's like, yeah, you gotta know when to put the brakes on that to say like, yes, you're right, other person, and then let them work, because at the end of the day, everyone usually on that will be some sort of professional in their specific field, so you gotta let them have their moment too. Yeah. Well, that was a weird. We went full circle. Wow, this is great. Went to like hating everyone to, I'm gonna give you some good sage advice. Wow, that was great. Anything else? I'm gonna drink some water. I think of just on my own. Say that for my own sake. Anything else I'm missing? Alright. I think we're good. Unless anything comes in like 2 seconds. Let's see. So I can wrap it up, and that's at this point. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I know I got weird at the beginning. I try to. I know this happened like 3 or 4 times, so it's like, at that point I just got angry. That was just like, it happened again. Like, how could this happen again? I know we got past this. So, but yeah, anything else besides that? Yeah. I'll oh yeah, for future streams I'll go back to the other one. Let me click it real quick. We'll choose one of these other ones to make another full character of, and then decide maybe next week whether to do something else or do a third one of one of these characters. And then let's see, because I want to do on October 1st, I want to do Inktober, so I'll do the first day of that, and then we'll see from there whether or not you guys want to judge from there whether you guys want to see more Inktober content or go back to something like this, or some other things, animations, artwork that we've been doing on here. We could even do another Pony Life style project, Barbaros. We got a lot of stuff we can do, so it'll just be whatever we feel like, or trying to open it up, but it does usually just come out to me of whatever I want to do. Because usually you guys are like, yeah, just do whatever I want, and it's like, okay. So, okay, because I wanted to make this one anyway, so it's like, it kind of works. So, okay. Yeah, I'll end it here then. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh boy. Hopefully that was a good apology. Boy. Okay. I do appreciate you guys. You guys are great. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna mute myself, and then, because I know I muted myself at the beginning too. that was just a weird, like, it just became like falling down the stairs, kind of like anger level of just, I had my mic muted, and then everything else kind of spiraled down. So I think I got back up, and I'm at the top of the stairs again. So I'm doing good. So Thursday, we'll see what happens. Thank you. Till then. Bye bye.